Hello guys, I am Naveen from Team 2. Our Team 2 members for this assignment are Saurabh Pawar, Divyansh and Mayank Kosti. We have selected Mercedes AMG 1 vehicle, which is a plug-in hybrid vehicle for this technical poster assignment. Hybrid vehicles increases efficiency of the vehicle and lowers the CO2 emission, thus greenhouse gas emission too. Okay, I'll talk about power source. Hybrid vehicles use both fuel and electricity. IC engine and motors drive the wheels. Batteries store and distribute the energy for motors. IC engine may be run by gasoline, diesel, or biofuel. IC engine does two jobs. One is provides power to drive the wheels and also help to charge the vehicle. But in plug-in hybrid vehicles, battery is charged from an external electrical source. Now, in the Mercedes AMG 1 inch vehicle, the powertrain of the Mercedes AMG 1 is expected to be rated at 775 to 918 kilowatt through a hybrid drivetrain. That this drivetrain shares many features within as with modern Formula One cars. The car has four motors with different functions on board. Also, one IC engine, one internal combustion engine, and four electric motors. The internal combustion engine will utilize a modified 1.6 liter turbocharged 90-degree V6 engine from the Mercedes AMG F1 W07 F1 car. The modification will be done on the engine because of the legal issues in engine idle RPM and red line. When idle, the engine will be at 1200 to 1300 RPM and 11,000 RPM at redline limit. However, the engine will only last for 50,000 kilometers and owners will have to return their cars for engine refurbishment. And this IC engine produces power of 558 kilowatt and engine efficiency is around 45%. Now, Divyansh will talk about plug-in chargers. Divyansh.
So the charger used in Mercedes AMG 1 is a CCS, that is combined charging standard type 2 charger. Type 2 connector are mostly used in Europe for charging electric cars. The connector is circular in shape with a flattened top edge and originally specified for charging electric vehicles at 3 to 50 kilowatts. Electric power is provided as single phase or three phase AC or direct current. The connectors contain 7 contact points, 2 small and 5 larger ones. The top row consists of 2 small contacts for signaling. The middle row contains 3 pins. The center pin is used for earthing, while the outer 2 pins are used for the power supply, optionally in conjunction with the 2 pins on the bottom row, which are also for power supply. In addition, 2 DC power pins are added for fast charging. On the vehicle inlet, the pin configuration in the upper part is same as AC Type 1 and Type 2 connector used for AC charging, while bottom 2 pins are used for DC charging. The middle 3 pins are always used for the same purpose, that is proximity pilot, which is used for pre-insertion signaling, control pilot, which is used for post-insertion signaling, and protective earth, used for full current protective earthing system. Communication takes place over the signaling pins between the charger, cable, and the vehicle to ensure that the highest common denominator of voltage and current is selected. In general, CCS charger can deliver up to 350 amps at a voltage between 200 to 1000 volts, giving a maximum power output of 350 kilowatts. The charger used in Mercedes AMG 1 is a normal 7.5 kilowatt onboard charger, which takes less than 3 hours to charge the vehicle, or optionally A rapid 110 kilowatt DC charger can be used, which can charge the vehicle in less than 12 minutes. Now further, Mayank will talk about battery and the BMS system.
Hello. So battery used here is 2.6 kilowatt hour lithium ion high voltage battery with a voltage of 800 volts, and the total number of cells here is 803, and its total electric range with the vehicle only, or electric total electric range is 200 sorry 22 kilometers. The battery cells uh, and the arrangement and the cooling systems are the same as used in Mercedes AMG Petronas Formula 1 racing car. The lithium ion high voltage battery and the DC-DC converter supporting and charging the 12-volt onboard electric systems are accommodated in the space-saving configuration in the vehicle floor behind the front axle. The high voltage EQ power plus drive system operates at 800 volts instead of the usual 400 volts. Now comes the BMS part. So BMS here is mainly used uh, to perform to enhance the performance, and it provides many multi-level safety systems such as intrinsically safe cell chemistry, cell supply and production audit, cell level safety devices, external circuit devices, BMS software, BMS hardware, and its containment. So BMS have two things here. One is master and the other one is slave. So first I will go with the slaves. So the slaves, in the slaves, each cell has a temperature sensor as well as connections to measure the voltage of all the connected slaves, which monitor the condition of the cell and implements the cell balancing. So as the name suggests, the master is the superior one, and the slaves give all the information to the master. So multiple slaves can be connected to the masters, which monitors the current and integrates it over time to calculate the net Coulomb flow. And this is modified using voltage, temperature data from the slaves to calculate the battery SOC, or the state of health, or depth of discharge. The master controls the main battery isolation contactors, initiating battery production in response to data from the main current sensor of voltage and temperature data from the slaves. The master also provides the system's communication, which can be used by a normal CAN bus or COMS or ISO PS13, and we have different types of topologies here, such as star topology, which is mainly used, and in our project 1 AMG project 1, the star topology is being used. So it uses an EQ power charging strategy to confine the battery. The BMS have two parts, which I have always also told you earlier: the master and the slave board. So it have 12 slaves and one master, and these 12 slaves uh, captures all the data of these cells, which are nearly 803, and the BMS application process the cell voltages, cell temperature, and pack current to estimate the energy remaining in the battery and ensure that it is within its safe operating limits. The battery slave board contains the circuitry that measures the cell voltage and temperature, and it also helps in running the auxiliary monitoring systems. The module containing the battery weighs only 83 pounds, which is the lightest in the segment, and a 12-fold increase in the energy density of the battery cell that lets the pack provide 200 auto boost while efficiency is limited to 96%. Coming to the converter part, it uses two DC-DC converter from auxiliary to MGU-H, which is motor generator unit and electric turbocharger. So 12 voltage to 48 volt. Then they have 4 AC to DC. This is used with motors in conjunction with motors and mainly for regenerative braking. And then we have DC to AC, and they have 3 converters for this. And these are also used with AC motors and in conjunction with AC motors. And we have them as motor generator unit kinetic. The next part is loads. Over to you, Saurabh.
I'll be continuing the last point, which are the electrical loads. These include the front axle motors, MGU-K, MGU-H, and the other loads accompanied with the active aerodynamic components. So starting off with electric motors, the ICE will work in conjunction with 4 electric motors, a 120 kilowatt, 161 bhp motor generator unit kinetic MGU-K coupled to the crankshaft, a 90 kilowatt, 121 bhp motor generator unit H MGU-H connected to the turbocharger, and 2 120 kilowatt, 161 bhp electric motors at the front axle. The MGU-K and MGU-H are Formula One style motors responsible for recovering energy and improving efficiency during operation of the car. More specifically, the MGU-K serves to generate electricity during braking, while the MGU-H serves to eliminate the turbocharger lag and improve throttle response by keeping the turbines spinning at high speeds. The final 2 electric motors drive the front wheels to allow for an all-wheel drive drivetrain. And the sum of these 4 electric motors will contribute 450 kilowatts, that is 603 bhp effective power to the total power output figure of the project 1. The electrical loads are as follows. Headlamps LED, which are resistive, work on 12 volt. Tail lamps OLED, which are resistive, also work less than 12 volts thanks to the innovation of Mercedes. The AC electromagnetic clutch inductive works on 12 volts. Telematics and infotainment also works on 12 volts. Active aerodynamic flap hoods, which are inductive, also work on 48 volt motors, which are on each side. Active aerodynamic duct front is also inductive and works on the same 48 volt servo motors, which are placed on each sides. The next one is active aerodynamic wing, which is also inductive, works on a 48 volt electromechanical actuator. Active aerodynamic flaps, the drag reduction system, also known as the DRS, inductive, works on 12 volt servo motors on each sides. Active aerodynamic wing, DRS, also is inductive and works on the 48 volt servo motors placed on each side of the wing. Windshield wipers, being inductive, works on a 12 volts. Power windows, inductive, works on 12 volts as well. The motors which are used are as follows. AC asynchronous induction motors, which are used at the front axle, are both inductive, work on a 800 volt architecture, and give out a total power of 240 kilowatts. The MGU-K the motor is AC asynchronous induction motor, which is working on the 800 volt 120 kilowatt power output. And the electric turbocharger motor is a BLDC motor, inductive, which works on a 48 volt architecture and gives out a power output of 90 kilowatts. With this, I'll be ending this presentation of the Mercedes AMG 1 plug-in hybrid technical poster. Thank you to all for listening.